Hey guys, what's up here? Heinki here. So this is going to be a video about my stream plans, things which happened currently, and things which are basically bothering me right now. And since I don't like to do past bins, like I don't mind people doing past bins, but I'm not a fan of it myself, so someone suggested me to do a video. Where I am, doing a video now. So I'm not going to talk a lot about it. So basically, first of all, my streaming plans. So what do I want to do now since it's 2017? Well, plans are basically to do speedruns. Yeah, but which games? So first of all, I want to focus on Deus Ex Mankind Divided on the 90%. Basically, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Like once I get this up 40, because it's a very easy run, I think I will be done for it for now because there's not that much to it. It's a fun short run. I'm okay with it. Just want to get this up 40, and then I will be done for it for a while. Another game I really want to pick up again because like so many new stuff got found out, and there's a load remover now, and basically I stopped running it because I was waiting for the load remover and it took like a month, is Tomb Raider Anniversary. Like now that there is the load remover, the timing changed, and now that there are way more tricks than before, I really want to get back into that. So I'm looking forward to do that. But when I will do it, somewhere this year, not sure yet. And yeah, I want to try again now that I'm not going for the European Championships or any international tournaments. GTA San Andreas. Basically, I kind of dropped it because of that, since I had no weekend where I could have streamed it because it's a very long run. Mm, and I had to train like a lot on each weekend, so yeah, that was kind of like a bad timing to pick up a long run game. But I'm trying to do it again, and Cluster Truck whenever I feel like it. Like basically, it's just a very fun, casual project I just picked up because I found it fun. Nothing else to add to that. And yeah, plans to do is basically submit Deus Ex Mankind Divided and Tomb Raider Anniversary for GDQ this year. Not sure if it will get in. I will do some modification for Mankind Divided because nobody wants to see a 6-minute cutscene at the start. So if people are thinking like, but how will you get through the 6-minute cutscene? Yeah, that's my plan, to just cut it out because nobody wants to see that. Only thing I'm not sure about is the loading times, but well, should be fine as well. And Tomb Raider Anniversary should be really cool. Shouldn't be too much of a big deal, even with a bad computer. Just might need to do some other backup strats, but should be fine. Otherwise, gaming events, probably ESA Germany. Looking forward to that. Like, I'm really looking forward to that. Because it's in Germany, and I can just drive literally over. Not like to Sweden. Not sure about like ESA. I want to go, but I need to check if my girlfriend can come along with me. But I'm not sure how it works with a visa and everything. And if that doesn't work, I think I will just spend my time with her because, yeah, just want to spend my time with her. End of story. And other events, whatever is going to happen, plans is to go to Rocket Beans in February again to show like Mankind Divided, Cluster Truck, and San Andreas. But I think I will drop San Andreas for another time because I haven't done anything for a year. I really don't want to show a shit show there. But yeah, Cluster Truck and Mankind Divided should be fine. And yeah, basically next to that, people were asking me recently, why aren't you streaming that often anymore? Or why are you not that active? So there's a story I'm going to tell, and the story is about my grandfather. What does it have to do? Basically, it's been about 3 years since I've taken care of my grandfather, since my grandmother died, and me and my uncle are the only ones taking care of him. So since my grandmother died, I'm like visiting him every day. Like 3 years ago, 3 to 2 years ago, like I visited him every day for 3 to 4 hours, 2 to 3 hours around that time. And since I just got back from Dublin and finished my Bachelor of Computing Science, I had like a lot of free time, so I was able to take care of him. Now that I'm working, it's kind of like a bit difficult, especially while maintaining my training schedule. Um, it's just hard. So I got it down to 1 to 2 hours. But yeah, that's basically the thing. So my schedule is from 8 in the morning till 17:30 I'll be working. Then I'll go to training for 2 to 3 hours. So around 17:30, 18 until 7, 8, 9, some roughly around that time, and then I'll take care of my grandfather 1 to 2 hours. What does it mean by schedule? So basically, I'm home at 9, 10, or 11, and when people are asking, "Hey Heinki, why aren't you streaming?" That's the reason. I'm just full. And when I'm streaming, I'm not especially doing speedruns during that time. Like when I have 1 hour left, I do whatever I feel like doing in this 1 hour. Maybe I do a speedrun for no reason run. Maybe I'll do some casual playthrough. Maybe I'll do a multiplayer. Maybe I don't stream at all. Depends. Especially since I want to spend some time with my girlfriend as well during that time, because I don't see her the entire day until I go for training or go to my grandfather maybe. That's it. So it's kind of hard, and the situation got a bit worse since he got diagnosed with a tumor, which is basically lung cancer. So, yeah, I don't know what the future will hold for me, but yeah, this makes the situation a bit hard for me. So yeah, when people are asking, this is basically my reason. This is basically why I'm not streaming regularly anymore. Even though it's been 3 years, and since those 3 years I'm actually doing a lot, but because I wasn't working, because I was still a student, and I still had some fair amount of time where I could stream, it's kind of gone. I can't do that anymore. Kind of sad, but yeah, that's the thing. And so, adding with that, why when I'm not streaming, or why I'm doing casual streams, basically because I have no time. And that's the reason. Basically, when I'm just coming home at that time, sometimes I don't feel like doing speedruns because I want to grind my game. When I do a speedrun, I set my main focus to do it like 3 to 4 hours around, maybe 2. It depends if I'm in a mood for it, and just like do some pretty good or like runs which are close to PB, or just like good attempts. Then I have like a huge motivation to do speedruns. Otherwise, if I just force myself to do a reset run, it feels like, yeah, it's nice, especially for marathons when I do that a lot, just to say like to stay consistent. But it's not the nicest thing if I want to do attempts, because that's like making me feel a bit down. And for those who say like, hey, Heinki, I don't care about your casual playthrough, I don't want to see that, stop doing that. To those guys, I'm okay with that. If you don't want to watch the casual things, nobody forces you to do that, first of all. I never understand why some people have that huge of a problem with that. That's why I'm saying, if you want to see the speedruns, just wait until I do speedrun content. End of story, nothing to add to that. Like, I'm not going to do it like every day, maybe I'm doing casual things, but just wait and look out for it when I'm doing speedruns. Nothing to add, nothing to say. If you want to join the casual things, I'm glad, I'm happy. If you want to only join the speedrun things, that's fine too. Your decision. As I said, nobody's forcing you on a chair, puts you down, puts tape on your eyes, and says you have to watch it now for 3 hours or something. That would be weird as well, but different thing. And adding with that, I got a weird accusation, which I can't understand. But basically, I got a private message saying, "You're a fucking sellout." I read that and think, okay. So I'm reading through his arguments through the text, and basically it's saying like, I'm trying to become famous through speedrunning, and that I try to become more popular through SGDQ, through other marathons, and presenting myself in the community, but not doing speedruns afterwards. That's why I'm a sellout. So I read through that, through those arguments, and my reaction was like, huh? Like, I was thinking of it. How do people get that opinion? Like, why? First things of all, bullshit. If I would have sold out, I'm streaming for 4 years roughly, but I'm really bad at selling out. So I don't know what else I should add. Like, I'm bad at selling out then, if that would be correct. But I'm not doing that. And I'm clearly saying why I'm doing casual things. I have to take care of someone. I don't have time to do non-stop streaming. Like, what do people think? Like, I'm a human being as well. I have things to do. It's like, I just don't understand this argument. And basically, in those 4 years since I'm streaming, I have roughly the same amount of views, even though I've went to GDQ, to ESA, to other marathons. It's roughly every time 20 to 50 views. Sometimes if I have a good stream, it wins up to 70. And if I get a raid, sometimes it goes to up to 100. But that's it. It's never consistent. It's around that F area roughly. And it, as said, most of the time it's 20 to 50 viewers. It's not going up and down, up and down. Yeah, well, basically it's going up and down, but I never have a consistent mark where I'm over 100 viewers. And the other thing is, if I would have been a sellout, I think I would be partner now? Maybe? I don't know. But it's just... I just can't understand. I really can't understand why people assume that. Like, during the time since I started streaming, people who started at the same time streaming with me, or like roughly around the area, or later, are like way huge now, have more viewers basically, are way more popular and well more known than me. And I do something wrong if I sell out, or? But anyways, I got a bit angry when I read that, and I did not see the issue. Like, I can't understand why people are so hateful about it. And the issue that people who are doing speedruns are earning money with that, it's like another thing. Like, why is it such a big thing? I can't understand. Maybe someone can explain it to me. Maybe someone can say to me why this is a bad thing to earn money with that. I think it's a cool thing that Twitch is getting huger, that people get more easier the access to become a partner, which is a really cool thing for everyone. But everyone is putting it so negative. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. Basically, my opinion is, if you don't like a streamer, don't watch him. That is the only thing you can do. Like, why the hate? Why trying to harass him? Why trying to destroy it? Like, if you don't want to support him, don't watch him. This is having a way bigger effect than just saying like, oh, he's an asshole. But yeah, people need to know that for themselves. And on the side note, I see myself as a streamer. Yes, I do speedrun content, but I do other content as well. And I want to extend it, so I'm not going to do like for the next 20 years only speedruns. So I will probably experiment. So my plans, for example, are to do like a training thing maybe, now that there is the IRL stuff, but I'm not sure if I can do that even. Maybe I will work out at home and stream that or something, I don't know. Programming streams because I really want to improve my skills, and maybe I will find some cool people having nice ideas. And so casual things, because I've missed a lot of games which I want to play because I have no time and do speedruns, so I want to catch up with that. And of course I will still do speedruns. I never said I'm going to stop it, or that I'm going to say like, oh, I'm going to stop speedrunning, I'm going to stop streaming, and like 2 months later, hey, I'm back. I never said that, and I will never say that. Maybe I will not stream for a while speedruns because I'm bored. Maybe I will do more casual things because I want to play the games casual. But I'm never going... I don't even know myself what I'm going to do the next time. So before I get those accusations, I hopefully get a better argument or reason or anything. Because this made me just question a lot of things. And as I said, I was more confused and was like... speechless what to say. Whatever. What should I say to that? Nothing else. That's basically what happened, and which made me think a bit of it and giving a statement what I'm thinking about streaming things. Like, maybe people have different views. People can tell me that. People can see or agree or disagree. I like to do that. Like, I like to have arguments and discussions, because then I can see points which I might not see because I'm only seeing one side and not the other. So feel free to say whatever you want to do to this, because maybe it will extend my view, or maybe I will see arguments I didn't see before. But let's leave with that topic. Basically, that was like kind of a weird thing which happened recently. The other thing which I wanted to point out are the Twitch teams. Basically, I'm in quite a lot of Twitch teams. Most of them are not really active, but there are actually two groups which I want to mention especially. because I think it's like a cool idea and I like those groups, so I'm just going to mention that. So the first team. The first team I want to mention is the Voltage team. So Matt may opened it like a year or 2 years ago. I can't remember, and I really like the idea of it. That you have like a community of streamers getting bigger, supporting each other, etc. Like basically what other big teams do as well. And I think it's really cool to see that like when at the start it was like a really small team with small streamers, it got bigger and bigger names came in. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't know what will happen with it. Like it's growing and it's nice. I really like that. And there goes a little bit of fear because I left the group once because of some issues. Then I got invited back. And now I have a fear because of recent action and things happening that I'll get kicked out again because of not streaming regularly, because I compared to those new people who came in the team, which are partnered or which are way bigger than mine is, because, well, as said before, I'm having 20 to 50 viewers average, and those guys have 100 to 200, so of course I can't compete with them. But I might get a message which is saying, hey, you're out. I'm not saying this will happen. It's just my fear I'm having, or more like the thing I'm thinking of. I don't know what's going to plan. I'm not sure what will happen. Just as said, I'm saying what I'm thinking. And the other thing, which is like made me a bit angry about the group, was a certain action which happened inside the group with another member who was there since the beginning. And yeah, I'm not going to mention it because it's like a private thing, but yeah, just if someone of the team is watching it, they know what is happening, and I'm just angry about it. And I'm angry about it, and I can't understand that action. I understand the point. I understand that this thing is going to grow bigger and bigger, but really, someone who's from the start there, who is supporting this team from the start, and is having issues right now in real life, and then he gets... That was so unnecessary, and that's what makes me angry. Like, I can't understand why nobody is supporting him, and like nobody's offering help. I'm not sure. Maybe people did that. He didn't tell me that, but I asked. The first thing I did was ask him if he needs help and what's going on, and support him if I can, and I did. But like, it just feels from my side that the team was like just giving a fuck about him and just like, oh, whatever, let's throw him out because he's not popular. And that made me just really, really upset and angry. Like, I never got a comment back about it. Maybe people were just like silent about it. Maybe I saw no discussion about it, but I'll end it here. I was angry about that action. I hope this will never happen again, but I don't know. But yeah, that's basically all to the Voltage. As I think it's cool being part of a group. It's growing. Some actions are really weird, which I think are unnecessary. And then there was this thing which made me angry. And then there is the fear that I might get kicked out because I have no streaming schedule because of my live schedule right now. I don't know. We will see. So let's go to another group. And here I don't know. I really don't know what I should say. I'm torn in between, like Sweetpea. So basically, this is a group of speedrunning friends, basically. A lot of those people I consider friends, now that I know them more, now that I met them at the marathons, and I really, really like a lot of those people, and I have like a super great time with them. But what kinda made me very, very upset and angry where I left for a while was that recently, or by like, let's say like last year, I think it started, but the group, or some people in the group, got really, really toxic, or are just having such shitty behavior that it reminds me of a kindergarten level. And I'm really angry about it. Like, you can't even argue with them. Like I said like, I remember there was a discussion where I said, like, stop doing that shit. Like, stop bothering people about it. And the only thing which I got as a reply was someone quoting me and making fun of me. And I was really angry about it because I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I just don't understand why this thing became so toxic. And basically, there was that thing recently when, or like, there were two things. Now that I remember it, like, there were like that thing where like people who are newcomer in the speedrunning community and ask about runs or like, hey, let's make an easier category, instead of explaining them like why it's still any percent and why you still have to do any percent, and just say, yeah, you can do that, but it's still any percent. Like, they're making fun of them. Like, why? Explain them why it is any percent and why there is no point in doing that category. No, they're not doing that. Instead, they're showing in the background on the finger and they're like, haha, what an idiot. He can't even read what any percent is. Haha, what a fact. Like, to those persons who are doing that and seeing those videos, you know who I'm quoting right now. You know who is writing that stuff. So if you can't change yourself, don't talk with me ever again. If I see you at the event and you do that bullshit somewhere, I will find you and I will talk with you, one way or the other. Just saying that, because this bullshit behavior is just making me upset. And I just can't understand it. If there is someone new in the community, help them. Not everyone has all the resources from the start. I started the same way. I had no idea. I just started asking people, and they gave me the links and everything and explained me things. And I'm pretty sure not every one of you started the same. Like, every one of you somehow started similar. So instead of making fun of them, give them a help. Like, link them to something, explain them why, and discuss it instead of making fun of them. This is so ridiculous. For a hobby, for something people enjoy. And that's just making me really upset. Just this thing in the group, I know a lot of people do that in the speedrunning community. I know that. And I mostly have like nothing to do with them. Or if I have to do with them, I kind of tell them, hey, this is a shitty move you're doing. But like, seeing that in a group where I've considered a lot of people friends and who are really cool guys, and all of a sudden they have this kind of change and do this, it's just sad to see. And I just really hope they will stop it. But it's for them to decide. I can't stop them. But I think it's just shitty behavior. Nothing else to add to that. So I'm not sure how the thing with Sweetpea will happen. If this toxic behavior once again continues and people are not arguing and just making fun of people, I will leave it, and I'll leave it with that. And those people who will maybe know who I'm quoting, maybe not, I will either talk with you in person about it, I will either message you about it, or I will never talk with you again. Simple as that. Probably not a huge loss for you, but for me this is a better thing, because I don't want to see there sitting like with a mask and like say, hey, you're such a cool guy, but you're doing such a shitty thing in the background. All of that said, that's with a in addition with a Sweetpea group. But yeah, basically those are all the things I wanted to mention and I wanted to talk about. So, to the end, what should I say? Thanks for everyone sticking around still since the start, since GDQ, since marathons, or who I met in person. Like, when I think of when I started streaming 4 years ago, I never imagined where I am right now. Like, for most people, they say like, but Heinki, you're not even a partner. You're not even famous. You didn't achieve anything. Wrong. I achieved quite a lot with streaming, and I didn't ever expected that to happen. First of all, I met so many cool people through the entire of the globe, like, and just going to those events, having a lot of fun, it made me smile, and I had a lot of fun with it. I can't complain about it, and I'm really happy that this happened, especially with everyone's support and like just knowing them. And yeah, as said, like so many awesome people I met, so many awesome people I see at marathons or see around the area with whom I can talk. It's amazing. I never expected that. I never expected doing Deus Ex Human Revolution that something like this will happen. So all I can say is thanks. And yeah, I don't know what the future will have for me. What will happen? Will I be streaming for the next 2 years? Will I stop streaming? Will I resurrect like a phoenix? No idea. I really have no idea. We will see what happens. But all in all, this thing got quite lengthy. But yeah. So this is like basically the situation, things which are bothering me, things which are happening. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you. And yeah, have a good 2017. Bye guys.